Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to invite you to Peterborough's first Environment Capital Conference. It's a very proud day for me, and it's also very exciting, so thank you for joining me. We have a long history in Peterborough towards a commitment to environment. Our environmental journey started in 1991, before the first United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. In 1992, we were named as one of 4 environment cities in the UK. In 1993, Peterborough Environment City Trust was set up. You might have heard of them as PECT. In 2008, the Sustainable Community Strategy gave Peterborough 4 key environment priorities. They are to make Peterborough cleaner and greener, to conserve natural resources, to increase the use of sustainable transport, and to grow our environmental business sector. In May 2010, Peterborough City Council gave its biggest commitment to the environment agenda by creating my post, Cabinet Member for Environment Capital. My first job was to take to full council the Environment Capital major policy, ensuring that Peterborough not only delivers sustainably, but thinks sustainably. Environment Capital is as much about the intellectual response we bring to challenges of the future as it is about the way we manage our resources and grow our economy. We want to improve the quality of life for all our people and reduce the burden of Peterborough on the planet. In 2011, the leaders of the city came together to draw up a single delivery plan, linking the environment agenda with the health agenda. There are so many natural overlaps between the two, and if we improve one, we naturally improve the other. So, for example, getting out of your car and onto a bike not only lowers your carbon footprint, it also lowers your waistline and ultimately saves you money. Put simply, becoming the environment capital is a challenge the city has set itself. It calls for everyone to collaborate to make Peterborough a better place to live, work and play. Yes, it's an ambitious target, but it's a challenge that everybody has put together. It's an ambitious goal, and we should carry on trying to make Peterborough sustainable and every time we should raise the bar when we think we're getting close. Nationwide, Peterborough is already known for our environmental work. The past few months, we've seen Indian delegates and Chinese delegates come to the city to come and get advice and see how we're leading the way. Sharon Nunes from IBM also came to the city to endorse the work we've done on the Peterborough model, and she said that we are truly leading the way on sustainability. And you'll see this Peterborough model, it's a brilliant piece of work. You'll see it later on today. A few technical issues. Oh, there we go. Most importantly, and what I'm grateful for, is the support of some truly passionate people, some of who you'll hear from later today. We have a city that I think has an ethos that cannot be beaten, and I want to thank everybody for making today possible. What isn't there to support about an environment agenda? If we get this right, we make Peterborough a better place to live and work. And if we become truly sustainable and live within our own resources, we will not only become richer in knowing that we've done the right thing for the city and the planet, but financially we'll all be better off. We have some ambitious targets that we've set ourselves, and our pledge to the city, Andy talked about your pledges, but these are our pledges. We've got a carbon management action plan in place, and that commits us to reducing our carbon emissions by 35% by 2014. Our Waste 65 Plus campaign commits us to increasing our recycling levels to 65% by 2020. And benchmarked against the 20 biggest cities in the UK, we are already ranked #1 for recycling. But I think we can do more. We are committed to making all new buildings more sustainable, and that we've started an environmental supplementary planning document that we want fully adopted by 2014. And of course, there's many more things we want to achieve. I like this slide next. The reality is we need to get back to one planet living. It is said that Europeans currently live as though we have 3 planets worth of resources. So that means in this city, we are using the resources of 3 Peterboroughs, and we need to get back to using the resources of 1 Peterborough. I want to share with you now a quote from Sir David Attenborough, who's one of my heroes. He recently has been quoted as saying, "Never before has there been a problem facing humanity as a whole. Never. Everybody in the same boat, on the same planet." He goes on to say, "To get them all to accept limitations on their living standards is unlikely. The outlook is very gloomy." Over the course of this morning, I want you to pledge your support to Peterborough's Environment Capital aspiration. What are your sustainable aims? What are your ambitions? Not just for you, but also for your business. As Andy said, I want you to text in your green pledge. But today, I want to bring the global serious problem of climate change to a local level. Today is your call to action. I want you to leave today empowered and motivated to support Peterborough's aspiration. We have so much to celebrate in this city. We have environmental awards, we've got recognition, and we've also got proven successes. We've won many awards, and I'm going to show you a few. We've recently won an award for improvements to bus services at a National Transport Award, and we've just been shortlisted in the Low Carbon Council category for the LGC Awards, and we'll find out in March whether we're successful on that one. Alice Mitchell and I attended the International Green Awards, where the Council won 2 silver awards. We won Best Green Audiovisual Award, and the one I'm more proud of, Best Green Government Award. This is Jenna from our climate change team. She was collecting a couple of Green Apple Awards that we've won. This one was for the school's energy resource kit. And here she is collecting our Green Hero Award for the excellent work they've done on the community energy challenges. Okay, a few fun facts for you. Did you know that Peterborough has the best barn owl recovery rate in the UK? And the next one, I need to apologise to all the developers in the room. We also have the largest population in Europe of great-crested newts. Did you know that ranked against the 20 biggest cities in the UK, we have the cleanest air? We are ranked top for biodiversity. And we're also ranked first for the number of allotments per 1,000 head of population. My clicker seems to have stopped working. Here we go. We're committed to delivering a forest for Peterborough, and that's planting a tree for every resident there is in the city. We've also, in recent months, set up our own energy services company, otherwise known as an ESCO. We've put solar panels on the roof of the town hall, the regional pool, and the TSAM building, that you might know as the Freeman's building. And the council is also looking at least another 10 schools to have solar fitted by July. And we're looking at how we can bring forward further schemes, even with DEC's review of the feed-in tariffs. Last but not least, the one I want to share with you is that we're looking to set up a fund to green up our existing housing stock, because it's not just about new builds in the city. We need to make sure that our current housing stock is as green as it can be. That brings me on to our main speaker this morning. I first saw Professor Hugh Montgomery's presentation in October, and I was inspired. He explains climate change like no one else I've seen, and I knew that I wanted everyone in this city to hear what he has to say, and I was delighted when he said yes to coming today. I didn't want this conference to be about preaching to the converted. I'm on board with the agenda, but Hugh still opened my mind and made me stop to think, and I hope you're inspired in the same way. When I first heard Professor Montgomery's biography, there's so much he's achieved, I honestly expected him to be a lot older than he actually is. His credentials speak for themselves. Hugh is currently the director for the Institute of Human Health and Performance at University College London. He was the first to discover any gene for fitness, ACE. Professor Montgomery has complemented his interests in fitness with the achievements that include 100-kilometre ultramarathons, holding the world record for playing the underwater piano, and also climbing Everest. He leads a research group in cardiovascular genetics, which has published over 100 publications. He holds an appointment for Professor of Intensive Care Medicine at UCL and practices as a consultant in critical care cardiology and internal medicine at Whittington Hospital. Professor Montgomery is also famous for being a polymath and has several notable achievements outside of the field of medicine. He has been awarded the title for London Leader by the London Sustainable Development Commission for his work in climate change and health, Project Genie. He's also a founding member for the UK Climate and Health Council. As if that wasn't enough, he's also a published children's author and wrote the Hollywood film Reputation and Control. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Professor Hugh Montgomery.